Wow. What what a Champions League. And what a league. What a game. What a game. Wow. Marvelous. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, they ain't doing much. I don't know about you guys, but let me just be honest. What a game. What a game we have witnessed. 9. Absolutely 9 mental goals. Can you believe that? It was a thriller. To be very honest with you guys, it was a thriller. Wow. You see, when we talk about Champions League's night, this is what we mean. Like, this is the clear definition of Champions League night. This is what we live for. As football fans, this is what we live for. Yes, because wow. I've watched those two teams playing, and I'm like, are these the same teams that we are going to meet in the Champions League next season? I don't know. I don't even think we have a chance actually even winning if if Ineos doesn't do justice to the signing, because if we're going to approach the Champions League with the same squad, the same mentality, I feel for us. Because wow, clear, clean football, enjoyable football. Alex Shaw, hi, hello, hi. What a game. Like, Alex, I hope you have enjoyed the game. Uh, like I have done. Like, this, I've watched that game and I've asked myself so many questions. Like, are we actually ready for the Champions League come next season? Wow. The amount of quality between the two teams, the amount of mentality. These are mentality masters. I know, I'll be very honest with you. With the current team we have, we would have conceded those 3 or 5 goals and we would have literally gone out. I'm crazy. It's football, bro. It is football that is making me crazy. Yeah, because I am a lover of clean, entertaining football. Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. Bro, I'm watching at 0-0. Wow. Well, I see game over. Well, where I am, it is exactly 1:08, so you are 1 hour behind me. But it's fine. Anyways, as I was saying, the amount of quality between those two teams, like every counter attack was a goal. And I actually looked at my team and I felt like crying because me knowing my team, I don't think we have that mentality of Bayern. Like literally, these guys were almost going for the 3 goals. Almost. That is a high octane game. Defense. Hello from Truke. Truke. I hope I pronounced it well. Truke. Yes, hello. Hi. I am Ian from Kenya. How is Turkey, by the way? How is Turkey? Did they enjoy the Champions League night? Let me know. Anyways, as I was saying, when you see the quality of these two teams, Bayern, like I am speaking on behalf of my team, Manchester United. I'm speaking on behalf of it because I know the quality and the kind of players we actually have. We do not have players who can actually match the mental, the mentality, or the mental capacity. Unfortunately, Bayern and PSG players have. And I'm saying this for a person who has watched Manchester United since 2005. Ever since Sir Alex Ferguson went, we have been having a mental crisis amongst the players. We say new players thinking they're going to change the team. Unfortunately, they come and get succumbed to the sickness that ailed the previous manager and the previous team. But the good thing is, one gratitude that I'm going to actually thank Amorim for is changing the culture. We had a very bad culture of players. You love Norwich. Well, I don't know if you are aware, but last I checked, they were playing the championship. That is like 5 or 6 years ago. But they are a good team. I actually love Team Pookie. There was this Sturgeon, something kind of a player. Yeah. I believe he's in the MLS now. I think he's playing for Florida something. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, uh, if it was Manchester United with the current squad, either the Amorim, Eric Ten Hag team, and we conceded those 5 goals against PSG, trust you me, we wouldn't even gone for one. We could have actually conceded more. And I'm speaking this on the fact that I've watched Manchester United every game they have played since Sir Alex Ferguson left, just to see. I personally thought everything was going to be okay, but unfortunately it wasn't. You understand me? Yeah, and if I just hope Ineos are going to do us justice next season, and that is next summer transfer. I hope and I believe they are going to actually sign good players, especially the midfield, because that is the biggest weak link we have for the longest time possible. And as you can see, my background photo is Casemiro, aka Uncle Miro. Yes, he's in tears because this is arguably his last games and days as a Manchester United player. Well, will I feel bad? I definitely feel bad even now. Even now, I'm feeling bad, saddened. Because now the big question is who is actually going to replace Casemiro? And I think this is where Ineos is actually, lagging behind. We signed a young player called Sekou Kone. I thought he was going to be the understudy for Casemiro, but unfortunately, the young kid got an injury. After healing for the injury, he went on loan in Switzerland, and we have never heard of him again. So it is quite unfortunate. We are going to buy midfielders, yet we would have produced our own CDM, aka probably Casemiro replica. But I don't know how they thought. I don't know how they were thinking. But we're also going to spend a lot of money signing midfielders, which we could have trained ourselves. You know, Oh, thanks for the likes and thanks for those who are tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Continue subscribing. Road to 200 plus. Yes. Like, comment, share. Yeah, thank you so much. So, as I was saying, my biggest hope is Ineos is actually going to do justice come the summer transfer. Like for us to actually sign a better player, not a better, oh yes, a better player who is actually, I mean, a young Casemiro. Yes. And we should not sleep on Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes inheritor, because we actually need to be looking for a Bruno replacement. Yes, the thing is, Manuel Ugarte is a guaranteed outgoing in the summer. That Manchester United have not changed, because I personally thought when we signed Ugarte, we are going to get the Ugarte, the sporting Ugarte. I thought with Amorim, who actually coached Ugarte and made him who he was before PSG, I thought we were going to get him better. But unfortunately, he's going to leave the club with a bad rapport, because we have literally lost almost every game or conceded every game he starts or comes in as a sub. That for me, as a young person at that age, I think 25 is not a good CV. So, and unfortunately, back then we'd be sentimental about a player, but where we are with things, I don't give a damn about any player. If a player becomes a pain in the, he should go. Yeah, like I don't care if he's a Carrington, an academy player, or whatever. If he becomes a pain in the ES, he needs to go. Yeah, I think the reason why Manchester United was where it was is because we are too sentimental with the players, especially academy players. Trust you me, if Rashford was still in Manchester United, we wouldn't be where we are right now, honestly speaking. And I had some people saying Rashford should come back to Manchester United. Let me ask you guys, are you mentally unstable? Are you sick in the head? Rashford back to Manchester United. Which number is he going to actually play with? Because Cunha is the number 10 of Manchester United, and he's the number 10 for the foreseeable future. We're talking about 4 to 5 to 6 or 7 years. You feel me? So to those Rashford fanboys, please visit a psychiatrist to check your head. You might be having a brain hemorrhage. So the thing is, if anyone replicate what they did in the summer, signing players like Senne Lammens, players who actually wanted to come to Manchester United and they weren't known, Cunha, Mbeumo, players who had opportunities to actually go to big clubs but decided to come to Manchester United, These are players I personally rate so much, so high, because they put the club first before their ambitions. Because, in the history books, when probably Manchester United wins a EPL or a Champions League, they will be quoted. They will be among the names written in gold. They came to Manchester United when Manchester United was not playing the Champions League. They helped Manchester United to reach the Champions League. They helped Manchester United to actually win a Champions League and a English Premier League Cup. Those words are actually worth more than gold to many players, and that is the reason why many former players, the pundits, are still relevant because of the history they created in Manchester United. Yes, and if you can do a very simple search, you will find players. Search the 1999 squad. You will find the names of Paul Scholes, Gary Neville, who is the other guy? Paul Scholes, yeah, Michael Keane, Roy Keane, that is it Schmeichel? Yeah, you will find so many. Danny York, yeah, Ole Gunnar. You will find so many names for players who are either pundits, retired, or managers. Why? Because the name Manchester United is actually expensive. Wearing that jersey is actually expensive, and that's why you find there is no single day any news sport outlet around the globe will not finish their day without mentioning Manchester United, either rumors, either truth, or false. But they have to mention Manchester United because Manchester United attracts a lot of traction in the media. You understand me? So when you have players like Cunha, Mbeumo, Shesko, Lamens saying they are coming to Manchester United to take Manchester United back to where it belongs. As a long-term Manchester United fan, I personally appreciate. I don't care if they are known or they are not known, but the fact that they want to play for us without Champions League, they want to help us to go back where we were. Ineos, sign them, no matter the amount of money, because that is a player who's actually going to play for the badge and not for the money. So, I personally feel we actually one game, okay, just one game away from securing the Champions League spot, and we're actually going to against Liverpool, who are also fighting for a Champions League spot. So it's going to be a tough game, but they're coming to Old Trafford. Liverpool haven't been good, but we know them, they can turn up against us. So my biggest, query is if are the players aware the magnitude of the game against Liverpool at Old Trafford? Do they really understand the impact of the game? A draw, personally for me, I want a win or a draw, because if you get a draw, then probably the next game you're going to win, and we are officially in the Champions League position. Officially, we're in the Champions League. And the Champions League comes with a lot of perks, a lot of money. Money Manchester United is going to actually use to buy midfielders. And the rumors are, okay, they started as rumors, but they are truth now. Fabrizio confirmed Manchester United is actually going to sign 2 midfielders. That is a guarantee. Any plus midfielder will be, they will, talk during the summer, but 2 midfielders are guaranteed. And the biggest names I'm hearing is uh, Anderson, although he prefers Manchester City, which for me is an X. Tonali, Guimaraes, Joelinton also. Joelinton, Stiller is still in the talks. Wharton, the names have gone cold. Baleba, still also. But anyways, let's just see what's going to happen. But for now, let's just enjoy the game. And yeah, although the manager position is actually a bit, tricky, because some want Carrick, some don't want Carrick, some want big names, managers, which is a good thing. But honestly speaking, there's some lapses, some issues that I've noted with Carrick game, and I hope let's just see, wait and see. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the likes. Remember, comment, share. I don't usually do live often because I'm kind of busy also. I appreciate you all. Yeah, and also remember, subscribe, road to 200 and plus. Yeah. Anyways, have a blessed good night. May Almighty God bless you. Open your doors and grant you whatever wish you desire in life. So Godspeed. See you another time.